So, here's where we're at. The lights are in, as you can see. This one goes in the rear, in the front. That one goes up on top in the rear, next to the rear safety light up on top of the van. This one will go up over the mirror, the rear view mirror. I'm going to try to wire them all in direct so I don't have cords hanging all over the place. It's not a big deal, it's just that it is getting cold out there, so we're going to see what happens. I think I'll stick with those patterns. Again, the little one for the rear, just to give something if I'm parked, and then naturally the front one. Now there's really no set pattern other than they want a light to be visible at all times, so I can't have them like blink on off. They have to alternate in some way or another. So anyway, that's where I'm at there. So that takes care of that. So today I'm going to get the wiring ready. I'm not going to wire it, but I'm going to get the wiring ready. Here I've got the new cable in. I got to cut it, and I'm ready to go there. So that's with that. So that's done. So once I get the cable in that, and I can feed it, I'll tack weld something real quick to see if it works. Get the wiring done on that, which shouldn't take much more than just a wire. Basically, I'm just going to draw a diagram and make sure I have enough wire, because I want to be able to change the pattern if I want, which means I got to do more than just to hook it up to an on-off switch. This has to be a momentary switch, so when I push it, it goes to ground, because when I ground that, it changes the pattern, and there's like 16 different patterns. Now this one has the serial lighter plug adapter with the switch, but I'm not going to utilize the serial lighter adapter, so I'll probably end up cutting that off and then wiring that up. So what I had done also, I bought a little, hold on guys, I bought a switch that I could put under the dash, and it does have the yellow and blue, so it gives me the option of changing the pattern. I believe, okay, they're on, oh here we go, that's the momentary switch. Click it, the pattern changes. Click it, the pattern changes. So what you do is, the yellow wire from each light will get hooked up. The black wire will get hooked up to this with the opposite side of the ground. And then every time I do this, one, they'll synchronize through the yellow wire, so they'll both blink the same. Two, I can change the pattern just by doing this to have it do what I want it to do, because like I say, it has different patterns. So, alright, so anyway, that's where I'm at. And what I mean by patterns is, that's another pattern, but see that goes, they're all off for a brief second, so I can't have that. I can run that one. I can run that one, but again, it's a little different. I can run that one, because again, there's always one on. Can't run that one. Can run either one of those. But again, you want to be noticeable, so you want the one that's going to do, I can't run that one. That one I can run. That one. So, you know, it's kind of a toss-up between either the wobble or the, what you call it, whatever that's called. So, anyway, that's where we're at. So, now I'm running those off. The power supply is down there. So let me turn those off. Drain. Drain. Good. Okay, so like I say, I'm going to draw out the wiring, because it's always easier to draw it out so you don't have to worry about making mistakes in the middle of doing something and then running wire that you didn't need to run, or closing everything up to find out you had to run more wire. So that's what I'll do there. I'll draw a diagram. Get that done, which should only take maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And then I am going to sit down for a few minutes and I'm going to attempt getting the drivers to work on that one. If not, I'm going to see if there's a way that I can get this one, the cable, if I have enough of it long enough to get it plugged into the computer. I don't want to move the computer. It's a laptop. Yes, it's light, it's easy to move, but however, it's a pain in the ass because of everything I got plugged into it, and I just soon leave it like it is. So that's where we're at, guys. Today is Saturday. I believe it's the 29th. Let me see.
No, Ian.
Yes, it's October 29th, Saturday, 2016. Couple more days. What do we got? About another 10 days or so. We'll be going to the booth. And let's make sure we make our marks or chats or whatever it is we're doing. We make sure that we're doing it right. That there can be no mistakes or misjudgments. So, and make sure that you read and take care of it and just pay attention, basically. Pay attention. Alright, if it takes you 20 minutes, it takes you 20 minutes. That's all there is to it. But, we will see what happens. Let it be said that if the bitch gets in there, Clinton, I don't think this country will ever be the same. It is just going to go down hills. You're going to see a lot of major, major changes, and none of them to the good towards freedom. And I don't even know if it would still be called the U.S. anymore. So we'll see what happens. But mark my words, as all of you are saying, we should document this. All of us should have our own documentation as to what we feel is going to happen if she gets in. So, anyway, we'll see what happens.